My heart's on fire. You come to me wild and wild. You come to me, give me everything I need. Give me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. Speak the language of love like you know what it means. It can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I've ever met. I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say. Tears apart. Baby, I would rather be dead. In your heart, since the start of every night and every day. In your eyes, I get lost, I get washed away. Just as long as I'm here in your arms, I
Maintaining a healthy diet and active lifestyle is not always easy. Sometimes it can be hard to stick to healthy meals when you are on the go, at work, or in between errands. Having a variety of flavors can help you stay on track. This is why we've extended our iconic Formula One range to make your journey easier. Introducing Formula One Savory Meal, Mushroom and Herb. Formula One Savory is the latest addition to our Herbalife Nutrition product range. It is the ideal option for a nutritionally balanced and delicious lunch or evening meal. It contains 19 grams of protein, 5 grams of fiber, and 25 vitamins and minerals per serving. Made with natural flavorings and all vegan ingredients, Formula One Savory Meal contains no artificial colors, no added sugar, and is gluten-free. Simply add 2 scoops of F1 Savory to 250 milliliters of warm milk, shake or blend until well mixed, and serve for a tasty and balanced meal. Savor the rich and creamy taste of our F1 Savory Meal in our mushroom and herb flavor. Contact your Herbalife Nutrition member today for further details.
Did you know that collagen is the most abundant protein in our body, which helps to maintain healthy-looking skin, hair, and nails? Our body produces collagen naturally, and it is in abundance when we are young. However, this starts to deplete in our late 20s, which, together with factors such as UV light, pollution, and poor lifestyle choices, can lead to early signs of skin aging. At Herbalife Nutrition, we believe the secret to great-looking skin starts from within. This is why we are proud to introduce our latest product innovation, Collagen Skin Booster. Collagen Skin Booster is a beauty drink containing Verisol P, which is scientifically proven to reduce the visible signs of skin aging. Verisol P contains powerful bioactive collagen peptides, proven to reduce eye wrinkles and to improve skin elasticity after only 4 weeks. Verisol P has also been shown to decrease visible signs of cellulite after 3 months of regular usage. Available in a refreshing strawberry and lemon flavor, Collagen Skin Booster is low in calories, gluten-free, and contains 9 key vitamins and minerals, including biotin, vitamin A, C, zinc, and selenium, which contribute to the maintenance of normal skin, hair, and nails. Simply mix 1 scoop with 250 milliliters of water and stir for a convenient beauty drink to help support your skin beauty. Collagen Skin Booster, expert nutrition for your skin. Contact your Herbalife Nutrition member today for further details.
The immune system is our body's #1 defense mechanism against foreign invaders and can provide protection to the body. Together with leading a healthy lifestyle, supplementing with key vitamins and minerals can help support your immune health. That's why we are proud to introduce Herbalife Nutrition Immune Booster. Immune Booster is high in zinc, selenium, vitamin C, and vitamin D, which contribute to the normal function of the immune system. It also contains the scientifically proven ingredient Epicor, which is the world's leading whole food fermentate ingredient. Available in a refreshing berry flavor, consumed daily to boost your immune system. Simply mix 1 sachet with 150 milliliters of water. for a quick and convenient on-the-go immunity boost. Immune Booster, smart nutrition for your immune system. Contact your Herbalife Nutrition member today for further details.
How do you become the premier nutrition company? You start with using only the best ingredients and carefully selecting where they come from. You ensure quality and safety. Earn the trust of major athletes, sports teams, and work directly with their nutritionists. Be there to support those who are improving nutrition and impacting lives around the world. And help our communities where help is needed. You value the employees who make these achievements possible. #1 status is earned with the quality of every product sold. By providing balanced nutrition, encouraging healthy activity, and offering customer support every single day around the world. Herbalife is proud to be the premier global nutrition company.
Cantați un pic acum înainte, pentru că nici nu știți ce eveniment v-am pregătit în
You
acest.
can just start to sing now, just a little bit, because you can't even imagine what we have prepared for you. Hello, everyone. I am Corina, and I've been a wellness coach for 12 years within the Herbalife company, and I'm extremely delighted when I'm thinking about tonight. I don't know if each of you understands what a true honor we have before us, what's in store for us this evening. But because I know a few things about this, I'm extremely delighted and touched, because this is a one-of-a-kind event to have these special guests live in Romania. This is something unbelievable. I would like to say hello to all the wellness coaches, all those that are behind all these wonderful results in our community. It's a true honor for us to attend this nutrition seminar and have our special guest tonight. And I would also like to thank you all, those that are part of our community, those that are part of the body transformation programs. Our goal is to provide you with valuable scientific-based information so that you can actually achieve your goals and have a wonderful and healthy life together with your families. That is why I invite you to have a seat and get value from this event. You can also prepare something to write down on, because you will receive a lot of valuable information. So get ready to be in top shape within the next hour and welcome this event that will bring added value to your life. I don't know if you understand what I'm actually talking about. I just want to give you a bit of behind the scenes. I'm very touched because I've had the opportunity of personally meeting this guest. He was my teacher. He taught me and many of the coaches that are attending tonight. And tonight he is live in Romania, especially for the Romanian Herbalife community. And I'm tremendously happy and proud of being part of this community that makes sure that all of you struggling to make changes in your lifestyle to actually get this value. I don't want to take up too much of the time that has been assigned for this special event. We don't have a single guest tonight. We actually have two guests attending this super nutrition seminar. I now have the honor of introducing a wonderful lady. She is coordinating the entire team of wellness coaches in Romania, and not only. With over 25 years of experience in this field, she's part of the European Product Committee, and she is rightfully the best person to give us the best information. She's the right person to talk about the nutrition and the science behind, and she will invite our special guest. And I'm already nervous when it comes to introducing her because I've known her for so long. She's my mentor. So let's applaud and invite her. Chairman's Club member Rodica Macadrai.
Let's go!
Can you hear the English interpretation? Okay, thanks.
Bună seara, Corina! E super drăguță să mă introduci așa.
Good evening, Corina. It was such a nice way, such a nice introduction. I'm a Herbalife wellness coach, passionate about what I'm doing. I started 27 years ago as a client. And shortly I understood that I have this opportunity of joining this highly ambitious team that wants to change the world. So I decided to give up on my PhD in psychology and turn my eye towards this new career. And from that point on, everything was wonderful in my life, with a lot of work, with dedication and passion. But today I'm with you, dear clients, dear members. And just as Corina said, hopefully this webinar that is part of the education program we are offering our clients is much needed. We need so much information, so much education, because unfortunately around us we have a lot of info. So it's very difficult to select a coherent idea or a bit of information or truth, because a lot of information is actually clashing. So we're putting together all the recommendations with the info that you receive in the instructions, and given the product, we can provide a coherent education with a starting point and end point that makes sense and helps you in our approach. I'm very happy to have this guest now. I saw him last in May in LA during one of the global meetings I attended. I have deep respect for him. He is restless when it comes to learning new things, in researching. He knows the brightest minds in this field. All of them are his colleagues, his friends. He was part of research with them. He's one of the people on the top 100 doctors for over 10 years. He has a lot of experience and achievement in his career. So get ready for what's to follow, because I will switch to English. And if you look on the lower part of the screen, you will see a globe with interpretation. there you will have to switch and press to Romanian if you want to hear the interpretation, because here we have a wonderful team of interpreters helping us. Or if you want to listen in English, you can just leave it in English. That's it. I'm very happy to have this person by our side. He's exceptional. I deeply want for each and every one of you to understand how much value you can get from this. And I will share my screen so that you can just see part of his resume, just a small part of it. I'm just trying to get everything done, technically speaking. Okay. President of the Nutrition Herbalife Institute. He studied in Harvard and UCLA. Over 250 scientific papers, 50 chapters and 4 books, founder of the Clinical Nutrition Board at UCLA. He was the president of the Association Fighting Against Cancer. He's been for 20 years on the top doctors list, and he's a true expert in this field. So with your applause, I would kindly ask to invite now the wonderful David Heber.
Well, thank you, Rodica. So great a pleasure to be with you and with all of our friends and colleagues in Romania. I'm sorry I'm not there exactly, but I'm here virtually. You can hear me, I can speak with you, and we're going to have a great session today talking about the nutrition that really works. You know, here at Herbalife, we really give you the true nutrition based on science. And we want to be the most trusted nutrition company in the world. And that starts with science, and it starts with pure products, and it starts with innovation. And you're going to hear about all of that today.
So, Dr. Heber, we have a tradition in these webinars is that we are actually reporting on what was happening in the last couple of months. So I want to report to you that our team is in the best shape ever. Almost 700 Herbalife top distributors have been invited to an incredible training in Barcelona just 1 month ago, and we participated at an excellent training with Dr. Luigi Gratton, who is one of your pupils, is one of your students. And we learned about the new products that are coming to Europe in the next period of time. And also we are very well prepared and rested because another big team of top salespeople in our team have just been coming back from an incredible vacation and a cruise where we really, relaxed, gathered ourselves together. And everybody in the Herbalife team is ready to stand by our customers to get the best bodies for the Christmas and New Year's Eve, and to help each and everyone to achieve their results. So tell me please a little bit about you, what was happening in the last period of time, because you literally participate, I think, in hundreds of projects from your research, from your clinical work, because this is something I need to mention. Dr. Heber is not a theoretician of his work. He's not just some scientist in the lab. This is a practicing doctor who sees patients every day in his clinic and his laboratory. So tell me what was happening in your life lately.
Well, I am, as you know, I live exactly our philosophy. So I exercise and I have a shake every day. I've been having a shake for the last 20 years, since I've been with Herbalife since 2002. I make the same shake every day. I exercise, and if you look at my Instagram site, you can see me exercising. I just did one where I was walking on my treadmill. I lift weights. I really live the Herbalife lifestyle. And in my research, we are working on the microbiome and how it affects the whole body. It produces substances that go to your brain and promote brain health. And I'm doing research with Dr. Gary Small, one of our other experts on memory and brain health. We're also working at Herbalife on a wonderful program for improving our wellness coaching around the world. And we are developing, integrating your specialty of psychology with nutrition and exercise so that we cover all the aspects of improving people's lives and motivating them to live a better life every single day, one day at a time.
I agree with you. Incorporating psychology aspects, it's very important that because what we want to teach our customers is not to be here for a short-term result and action. We want them to work on their identity. We want them to work on their habits. We want them to buy into the philosophy of living the healthy, active lifestyle till the very last day of their lives. And you are one of the big inspirations in that regard, being really active and working out on a daily basis. And we have seen you really doing your push-ups on the training stages. We see you training on an Instagram posts, and I invite everybody to follow you on Instagram with all your snippets of nutritional educations, which are very valuable. And I was learning a lot throughout the years from this short 1-minute video clips in which you take a topic and you really very quickly give some important things about it. But for those of our customers that don't know, I just want to inform you that Dr. David Heber is also the chief of all our scientific team in Herbalife Nutrition. He's based in Los Angeles. And Dr. Heber, please tell us, because you know we show this in our materials, we tell about this in the presentation, but is it true that we have a real scientific team, or this is just, you know, a marketing thing?
No, absolutely. You know, many multi-level companies put all kinds of doctors on that you never heard of. But I want you to take a look at our notable experts. They're amazing. It starts with Dr. Kent Bradley, our Chief Health and Nutrition Officer and Chairman of the Nutrition Advisory Board. And then we have Dr. Lou Ignarro, winner of the Nobel Prize in Medicine in 1998 for the discovery of nitric oxide. He is an amazing colleague of mine at UCLA. Also, Dr. Luigi Groton, who you mentioned, was my student. I've known him since he was 20 years old. He was on the UCLA track team, a major athlete. And really between us, we developed the idea of including exercise and nutrition and now psychology, because that brings all of it together. Michelle Ricker, who's next to Luigi, is also a dietitian who also exercises, and she has a great Instagram site. Dr. Christy Applehands, who's next to Dr. Bradley, is an expert in global safety and science and goes around the world and makes sure that our products are safe and are used in the right way. Dr. Gary Small is now the director of all behavioral sciences at a medical center in New Jersey. Rocio Medina is amazing. She trains all of our Spanish-speaking distributors around the world, and she's from the University of Monterrey in Mexico. Susan Bowerman, next to Kent, was my dietitian for over 20 years. She doesn't like me to say how many years she's worked for me, but she is amazing, and she's training people all over the world on how to cook healthy meals. Laura Chacon Garbato is our outer nutrition expert. She has her own advisory board for skin. We have an amazing collagen product, which works against some of the effects of aging. And then Samantha Clayton, an Olympic athlete who has done all of our exercise videos and is doing a fitness app right now for the future. And then we have Dana Ryan, an exercise physiologist. And then two individuals who work on our quality control. You're going to hear a lot about our quality control. We have over 76 PhDs working on quality control. We have research centers around the world and quality control centers. Then we have something no other company has. University-affiliated physicians from around the world in many countries. And in Romania, Corina Zugravu is our NAB member. And we meet monthly and we discuss all of our philosophies. And they are the people who train the distributors personally around the world. And then we have also a dietetic advisory board headed by Susan Bowerman and with dietitians in many countries around the world. And this is a growing area for us, getting more dietitians who can give the practical advice about meal plans and recipes and cooking. Next slide. So we have also an advisory board of outer nutrition. As you can see here in Thailand, Japan, South Korea, Mexico. This is another one that's growing under Laura Chacon Garbato's leadership. And then we, of course, have our fitness advisory board. We sponsor many sports teams around the world to model for you how exercise and nutrition work together. And we work with the dietitians of the various teams. And these are many of our experts in fitness from around the world. And as you can see here, many of them are great examples for exercise. Next slide.
So, Dr. Heber, we are using this slide a lot in our presentations, in the webinars, in our materials, and we talk about the Herbalife approach being a global approach. But maybe not everybody knows that you are the person who put together this global philosophy, nutrition philosophy. And if you want, you know, as a source of this concept, which I like a lot, and it changed my life because I could see everything, like you say, from all the perspectives. What is the science behind it? What is the thinking behind it?
Well, the main thinking behind our global philosophy of nutrition is that nutrition is very complicated. It has many different parts, but the most important one that we concentrate on is the purple circle at the bottom there, which is 30% of calories from protein. And how did we come up with that? Well, you know, protein is the most abundant substance in your body, and you have to match the protein in your diet to the protein in your body. Because if you don't eat enough protein, your body reduces the protein. That reduces the number of calories you burn per day, and it makes it harder for you to maintain your weight. So we have all these fast foods with too much carbohydrate and too much fat, and not enough protein, we gain body fat. We'll talk more about that, but it's a balanced program of healthy carbohydrates, 40%, and these are fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, not refined carbohydrates and sugars. We talk about 25 grams of fiber, and we have products that help you reach that 25-gram fiber goal. We talk about healthy fats and fish oils, which balance the omega-3 and other fats in the body. We talk about vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients from fruits and vegetables. This is an idea I established back in 2001. Before I joined Herbalife, I wrote a book called What Color is Your Diet? About colorful fruits and vegetables. There are over 100,000 phytonutrients, and we have many products with the phytonutrients we'll talk about. And the group in Europe that I work with and with Rodica, this group is putting new products with phytonutrients into our product line. And of course, fitness and muscle is important. Sleep is something that people forget about, and hydration is another thing people forget about. So we hit all of these major goals for you, put it all together for a healthy life and Herbalife nutrition. And what we give you is we give you what you need, what your body needs every day. The right amount of protein, because that's the most abundant substance in your body other than water. Vitamins and minerals, fiber, phytonutrients, and hydration, and healthy carbohydrates.
Thank you very much, Dr. Heber, because this is making our task so much easier. It's so easy to explain it to our customers that with our program and with our approach, they just take, you know, without thinking, without really complicating their life, everything the body needs on a daily basis. And that is really easy to understand, and that's how we get our great results. But I have another question, which is, of course, always pending, because the people, you know, a lot of people are not used to the shakes. A lot of people are not used to supplementing their nutrition. And it's always the question of the quality. Now, you are an insider. What can you tell us about the quality behind our products, please?
Well, we have an amazing program of quality. And, you know, with Herbalife, we have so many products. We have a lot of quality control around the world. We have 7 laboratories for quality control, and including one of those laboratories tests all the other laboratories. It's the watchdog for all the other laboratories. Then we have 151 methods for testing them chemically, physically, microbiologically, genetically, in terms of heavy metals, pesticides, and contaminants. You can be sure that every time you have an Herbalife product, it is pure. And we have 6 centers for development and research around the world where we're working on the new products for Herbalife. And this combination is excellent because we're not just selling one product. We have many, many products, and we have a 14-step quality control system that you're going to hear about now. We have post-harvest testing, raw material testing, mixed ingredients testing, product testing after packaging, and even after transportation. We have sensors on the boxes to make sure that the temperature and humidity of travel of those products until they get to your table are excellent.
What I was mostly amazed about when I traveled to the Herbalife producing facilities was the chambers with 5 different climate conditions that are on the globe. So the products are not only tested for ingredients and quality, but they are put for 3 months in a climate like in the, like in the rainforest climate, or a tropical climate, or very cold climate, or dry climate, and they're kept there under those conditions to make sure that they have the stability test passed up to the control. And I think that's absolutely amazing. So moving a little bit further, I would like for us to see a little video, which is is going to be summarizing a little bit what we have been talking about until now.
Every day, millions of people enjoy Herbalife nutrition products. Since 1980, quality has been at the heart of everything we do. It all begins at the source, with the finest ingredients from farmers who have been harvesting for generations. From there, we test and verify ingredient quality and purity to support our promise to deliver the highest quality product to our consumers. Our team of scientists conduct additional tests that verify raw ingredients, nutritional value, and taste. Our manufacturing facilities and labs have achieved the highest level of independent accreditation, reflecting our commitment to uniform global quality standards for our products are spoken. Being the leading nutrition company in the world is a distinction earned through our uncompromised commitment to quality. We've earned the trust of millions of people who choose Herbalife Nutrition to help them lead a healthier lifestyle and achieve results today, tomorrow, and in the years to come.
So, excellent. Dr. Heber, I just got the information that we have over 2,000 computers connected to our call right now. And mind it that we have big communities of customers watching our webinar in the clubs. So I think over 3,000 people are watching right now this information. So thank you very much for being here. Really contribute a lot to the knowledge and education of everybody. Now, we've seen that over 5.4 million shakes are sold every day. And you know that this is our star product. I would like you to invite you to tell us a little bit more about the Formula One, and especially the science behind it, because you know, before Herbalife, I was starting my PhD studies. I wanted to become a scientist and a university professor. So I'm very much, biased towards the scientific study. I believe in scientific studies, although not every time they're accurate, and from time to time science is beating the science. But overall, what can you tell us about the Formula One?
Well, Formula One is the most amazing product because what it does, it has in it the right amount of protein to get you started in your day. It has the right amount of vitamins and minerals in each shake for the full day. So it has all what we call the micronutrients and the macronutrients. It has both of those, and it allows you with low calories to replace your breakfast. So approximately making it with milk, non-fat milk, you get about 170 calories. The actual powder is about 90 calories. So when you're having 170 calories and you're replacing a large meal, that's a great way to cut calories, but at the same time, the protein satisfies your hunger. So you're not hungry as if you just ate a small portion of your usual breakfast. And we have lots of research that underlies these ideas. Many of these research studies, we have about 10 of them around the world, that are being done, were sponsored by the Herbalife Nutrition Institute. They were done in the United States, in Korea, Germany, Russia, China, Taiwan, Mexico, and India. And what they demonstrate is that Herbalife's nutrition philosophy works and it helps with weight management. Let's go to the next slide. This is a study that was done in Ulm, Germany. Many of you may not know Ulm, Germany was the hometown of Albert Einstein. And that is the university where one of my students, Marion Flechner-Moors, who is also a member of our advisory board, she studied with me at UCLA and went back to Germany, conducted this amazing study of 110 subjects over 1 year. And they gave them either a usual diet of 1,200 to 1,500 calories in the first 12 weeks. And you can see those are the people who lost less weight. The people who got the Herbalife shakes at either usual protein or high protein, both of them lost more weight. After the first 12 weeks, everybody in all 4 groups got 1 shake per day, and they maintained their weight for the full year. So if you have 2 shakes a day for weight loss, 1 shake a day for weight maintenance, and for good health, I've taken 1 shake a day for the last 20 years. And believe me, at age 74, I feel vibrant and healthy, and that is a great way to maintain your energy. Now, the University of Indiana, Dr. David Allison, a colleague, looked at all 9 studies from Herbalife and put them together in what's called a meta-analysis. And you have 934 people, 463 were taking the shakes and 471 in the control group. And what he showed was what I've told you. Herbalife Nutrition supports healthy weight loss. And by the way, it's totally safe and effective for people who want to lose weight, get their best weight and their best shape, and especially combining it with exercise and a healthy lifestyle.
934 participants is amazing for me, because maybe for those of you who don't know, you need 10 people per study as a minimum already to prove a point. So to have 934 participants and divided in 2 even groups that show consistent results across the globe, this is really saying something about the validity of that results. And please tell us a little bit, what does a meal replacement mean? Because we want our customers to understand the concept of meal replacement.
Absolutely. You know, what a meal replacement does is, first of all, it provides you with healthy nutrition. If you take a meal replacement, you're getting better nutrition, first of all, than you would from any food that you might select, and especially the horrible street foods and fast foods that are all over the world today. So if you take 2 shakes per day, 1 for breakfast, 1 for another meal throughout the day, and then you have a normal dinner and healthy snacks throughout the day and exercise, you will lose weight. Then for maintaining your weight, you take 1 shake per day. And this is an excellent way to get the best nutrition for your body, because everything you eat ends up in your body in one way or another, especially in your fat. And if you don't eat enough protein, many people lose protein. So our most important focus is getting protein in the right amount, which is about 30% of calories, and that's 1 gram per pound of your lean body mass, which I will explain later. So here's a typical meal plan that you can have. You can see here 2 shakes a day for weight loss, together with healthy snacks and a healthy dinner, or 1 shake per day for weight maintenance, and you have 2 healthy meals. Very simple. Now, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and the ideal breakfast for you is a shake, tea, and aloe. The reason why is because all night you haven't been eating, your muscle has been losing protein, you need to replace that. In addition to that, by having a high protein breakfast, you have a feeling of fullness. You won't get hungry in the middle of the day. Many people make a mistake by skipping breakfast. That's the worst thing you can do. You have to have breakfast and have a great breakfast, and then you'll be able to exercise and go on with your day. Now, there are many benefits to a healthy breakfast. The diet quality, which I mentioned, you're getting more of the vitamins, minerals, and protein that you need. It's helpful in terms of physical health, but it's also helpful in terms of mental health. And Radhika will appreciate this, that you have a good mood when you are eating the right foods. The brain requires energy. You know that 20% of the energy of your body is in the brain. And many of the things you eat and the things your microbiome makes, they go to your brain for better brain health. So this is a great way to have better brain health. And after you have your first shake, or you give a customer their first shake, they'll feel the difference right away after they feel this great energy in their body.
I'm very grateful that you mentioned this, because, you know, actually I feel our mission, you know, it's really coming from small results that get really big impact. And in my understanding and my vision, if we can have everybody having 1 shake a day, that's meaning that people will have a better mood, they will smile more, they will get out of the house in better disposition, and the whole chain of their interaction throughout the day is going to be better. So that's true. And this was one of my first results when I started on the program, because I didn't really had a lot of weight to lose back then. And I had really improved my mood. Is like in like 1 or 2 days, I was really having a completely different dispositions. Later on, I learned that the part of the vitamins and the proteins that are in the shakes are really important for the right brain functions and for the excretion of the right neurotransmitters. So my brain and mood and all the good neurotransmitters can be secreted, and I can have this good disposition. So this is extremely important. And I would like you to expand a little bit on the role of the proteins, because you already mentioned that they are important for our muscle growth, and you mentioned them being a part of our healthy body. Just tell us a little bit more about that.
Sure. You know, the protein is a dynamic compartment. When we talk about fat or carbohydrate, they're simply stored in the body. So you store body fat whenever you eat more calories than you burn, and that fat stays there. And for carbohydrate, we also store the extra carbohydrate, or we convert it to fat. So when you eat sugar, for example, your bloodstream only carries about 5 grams of sugar. After that, the sugar has to go to the liver where it forms fat, or it can go to the muscle and be burned for energy. So when you take a sports drink with sugar and you exercise, you're burning up the extra calories. But the body can only store about 1,200 calories, or about 300 grams of carbohydrate as a starch in the muscle and the liver. So the protein, on the other hand, is constantly turning over. It's being used to make all kinds of structures in your body, but also all of the machinery for your metabolism to make energy from your food. These are called enzymes, these proteins. So take a look at the next slide. And that's why in our global nutrition philosophy, the first and most important thing is called protein. And if you look at the body, where is the protein? Well, let's look at the total body fat. And now if we take away the body fat, then you can see that the lean body mass, the protein, is in the muscles, it's in the organs, the internal organs, and it's in your bones even. So we have, in our skin, we have collagen. You know, skin is one of the largest organs in the body, and we have to replace the collagen. So you can see here in the organs, in the bloodstream, your red blood cells have protein, your bones, your muscles, and your skin all have protein. Now, the difference, why is protein important? It's also important because the amount of protein you have in your body determines how many calories you burn per day. You look at these two men, these pictures look relatively the same. They're the same body weight, 140 pounds. But one man is 24% fat and the other is 36% fat. The gentleman with the higher fat has less protein, even at the same body weight. And as a result, he only burns 1,250 calories per day, while the more muscular guy, he burns 1,489 calories. That is a big difference because it means you can maintain your weight better and you can exercise more. So this is the idea. We want to build up the protein and not let it decrease. Most normal people lose protein as they age. Every decade they lose protein, and by age 60 many people have lost half the protein in their body. We can stop that aging phenomenon with Herbalife protein shakes and exercise.
And that's very important because we focus a lot of our work with the customers on the body composition. We try to measure the body composition with Tanita scanners. We are trying to measure the combination between weight loss in kilos and in centimeters. And we always try to build meal plans which will preserve the muscle mass and will actually make people lose more of the fat. And that's why what we help our people to do is not to starve, not our customers not to starve, but to have the right proportion of the nutrients so they can have the best results. And this is a very important slide, and this is something which many people actually don't get it. What does it mean that the proteins are not stored in the body?
Well, what it means is you start out with the protein you eat, that's the red circle, that's digested by your intestine and even by your microbiome into amino acids. There are about 21 common amino acids. And these are like building blocks, or you can think of them as a deck of cards. You put them together in different combinations and you make over 5,000 typical proteins in the body. So they're constantly being broken down and built up. And if you look at the body, some of the proteins break down more slowly and some more quickly. So for example, the protein in the bones takes a long time to break down. The intestines, maybe in 3 to 4 days. However, your muscle builds up and breaks down after every meal. So with every meal, your muscle builds up protein, and then with every between meals, it breaks down protein as the amino acid levels in the blood vary. And you can see here that all the body is turning over proteins at different rates to meet the needs of all the organs and cells in your body.
And I want to tell you something. I'm here that the white blood cells are turning over it from 1 to 5 days. That's meaning that protein are very important for our immune system, because if we don't have enough protein, and we know about that, not enough protein, having not enough protein in the diet is affecting the immune system.
Yes, and actually the response to immune therapies like vaccines is impacted. So if you have a low protein, you don't respond as well to vaccines. So it's really important. Now, the distribution of protein is important. You know, they joke about the dieter's diet because people who are dieting and they're afraid of gaining weight, they put off eating as long as possible. So they skip breakfast, or they eat very little for breakfast, a little more for lunch. And by the evening, they're so depressed and desperate, they eat too much protein. And that protein all of it cannot be used for making muscle protein synthesis. So the dotted lines show the maximum. So you're much better off balancing your protein throughout the day. And that means having about the same amount. And then after exercise, very important, here you see me doing my push-ups, and you can see that as amino acid levels go up in the blood, you can then stimulate more uptake of the amino acids into the muscle and build more protein by exercising. So you have your breakfast, then you exercise after a while, and then after you finish exercise, very important to have 20 to 30 grams of protein within 30 to 60 minutes to build up your muscles bigger and stronger.
And I just want to share with our customers that these are the products that they already have in their diets. This is the Formula One that they use to make the shakes, the protein powder and protein drink mix, which helps them personalize the amount of protein, because a woman who is in her 30s, is 1 meter and 60 centimeters and has 65 kilos, needs less protein than a man who is in his 50s, has 1 meter 90 and 130 kilos. So we can play with these different products and actually assure the personalized amount of protein per day. That's why it's very important for our customers to follow the meal plans that the Herbalife distributor is giving. For those who are active, we have the Formula One Sports, which has a different type of protein, which is better absorbed in the muscles, as well as the products from the Herbalife 24 range, like Rebuild Endurance and Rebuild Strength. And maybe you can tell us a little bit why the snacks are important, why it's important to have healthy snacks.
Absolutely. You know, healthy snacks have protein. You know, most of the snacks that are out there are simply sugar and fat. And what we have are snacks that allow you to eat between meals. They have at least 10 grams of protein, and they are fantastic for you to maintain your staying with your dietary plan during the day. So we have roasted soy nuts, we have wonderful protein bars, and we have delicious gourmet tomato soups and other soups, which really you might want on a nice cold day in the winter to have a soup in the middle of the day. So it's really great. It lets you build your total nutrition plan. And, you know, for the athletes, our Herbalife 24 sports products have special proteins like whey protein and casein protein, which the athletic community knows these are the proteins that really help them for the top performance that they need.
And also we have so many athletes using our products, and you know that our Olympic teams, that the Herbalife Nutrition is partnering with the Romanian Olympic Committee, as that we have the Romanian rowing team, which is like they're all Olympic champions, and recently they have been world champions in many categories. They're all passionate users of our products, and they see the benefits, and all of them share that they have better performance. And most important for the sports people is recovery between the trainings, because if you trained hard and you didn't recover well, next day you will not be able to train as hard, so you will not be able to increase your resistance. And I wanted to ask you a little bit about the micronutrients. You know, there is this category of doctors which say you don't need to supplement your nutrition. You don't need micronutrients. You can have everything from your food. Just tell me, please, what do you think about that?
Well, you know, I've been in this battle for decades, and really the issue is that they used to talk about the 4 basic food groups, but we know that nobody eats perfectly. We don't even know what's in all of our foods. We're working on this right now, what's called nutrient analysis, and we're going to have a program on that next year, looking at what is in the food supply, because no one eats perfectly. So what we do in our micronutrient supplements, we give you everything you need for men and for women, and that is like an insurance policy. If you don't eat perfectly, you have that as a backup. So let's say that you did eat perfectly, then you'll have 200% of what you need. And that's not a problem. That's okay. Your body will handle that just fine. So there's, number one, no danger to supplements. They always try to tell you there's danger. And number two, they will help back up your nutrition. And I take every day my vitamins and mineral supplements.
But you know, Dr. Huber, I'm really knowledgeable and I'm completely committed to a healthy lifestyle. And for me to eat healthy and to do healthy choices, to have healthy choices is really a pleasure. It's not like a sacrifice, you know? And if I don't have my snacks with myself, or if I don't have some of the Herbalife solutions around when I travel, when I commute from one place to another, when I have long hours of work, I will really be struggling to have good choices, especially if I need to stop at a gas station, or I need to go to eat in the restaurant, or if I need to order food from Glovo or Uber or whatever, because most of the foods that we order in our houses right now, and after the pandemics, there is a pandemic of food ordering with these companies. Unfortunately, they give you a great variety, but they are loaded with fat, because fat makes everything stay longer. Fat makes everything look better, and fat makes everything taste better. But when you load yourself with unneeded calories, not to say about the possibility that you will make wrong choices. So even for us who know what we need to eat, who are passionate about it, who wouldn't do unhealthy choices if we have a choice, sometimes we struggle to always follow what is good. So for us, this is why this is the way we think that the supplementation is the insurance policy. So you know for sure when you took your supplements that your body got whatever you need. And do men and women need different supplements?
That's correct. So men and women do need different levels of the micronutrients, and that's why we personalize a different vitamin mineral complex for men and a different mineral complex for women. And the needs for iron and various minerals and calcium all are different for women and for men. And then we have a number of other micronutrient products. Our Extra Cal calcium supplement is fantastic. It has vitamin D as well, which is very, very important. You know, the body normally makes vitamin D from sunshine, but when you have the winter in Europe, you're not getting enough sunshine, and so you need that vitamin D. We have Cell Activator, which helps with the absorption of various products, and it has in it a very unique antioxidant called pycnogenol, which comes from French pine tree bark. The ocean goes onto the bark of the pine trees in France, and then the pine tree develops this defense mechanism with a very powerful antioxidant, and that's in Cell Activator. And then, of course, our Thermocomplete, which has vitamin C and other products, is very, very good. And our Liftoff is one of our most popular products because it has the energy to provide you with some healthy caffeine, which actually gives you the energy to burn fat and to perform better in your exercise.
And when it's coming to healthy fats, of course, we have the healthy fats in our diet. And when we have the most wonderful product, which I love and I'm using daily for over 25 years, and I think it is responsible for the quality of my skin and for overall well-being, which is like Herbalife line, which is provide us with healthy fats and omega-3. And I know that you are very passionate about
absolutely. As a matter of fact, I'm so proud of Europe because you're the one region that really made the Herbalife line the way I knew it needed to be done. And so you have all the health claims through the European Food Safety Authority, and you have wonderful claims depending on how much fish oil you use during the day. And of course, when you cut your total fat intake through our Herbalife program, the fish oils become more effective. And we did that study through Herbalife using Herbalife line. We did the study in Taiwan, and we proved that actually if you get a more power from your Herbalife line when you cut your unhealthy fats from the rest of the diet.
That's very, very important. And Herbalife line is something which everybody should use from really early age in order to protect a lot of systems in the body. And what is very important again to remind is that we are doing whatever it takes from us to help our customers. We want our customers to be knowledgeable about the products. We want them to have a conscious usage of the product. We want them to understand how these products are making their life better. We build our communities. We build our support structures. Our coaches are 24/7 on our Telegram chats and Facebook groups and WhatsApp groups and within the challenges. So the only thing I would like to ask our customers who are today on the call, please let us really lead you to the results. Just, just follow, just do whatever the coaches are telling you and take the encouragement, take the education, because the result is going to be wonderful. And, this is about Herbalife coaches. In the end of the day, our coaches, most of them are coming from the customer base. And these are people who they maybe didn't have the knowledge, they maybe didn't know what to do, but they become Herbalife customers, they get their result, they get so much knowledge, and hey, they have this burning desire to actually share this knowledge further. This was what happened to me. My mother have lost over 30 kilos of weight and became really, because losing so much weight, she became so much healthier. Not because the products cured her, but because the being overweight, it's associated with so many health conditions, and she inspired me and I got great results. And I was really adamant and unstoppable in sharing this with everybody. The result of my mother, the result of my father, my personal result of my grandfather, of my aunt, of my uncle, of my whole extended family. So we are starting from there. And that's why a lot of our distributors and a lot of our coaches are so passionate. So this is what we want to put together, from the products to the influence of the wellness coach to the community, to promote a healthy lifestyle and to provide education. And thank you for being with us today, providing education, which is so much needed. And last but not least, we are going now to a subject that we have a great passion about. This is about fiber and especially about the microbiome. So please tell a little bit, because for me, I'm just reading another book about the influence of the microbiome on the health of the brain, on the brain health. And so much so is said that even serious illnesses like Alzheimer's disease, dementia, and different other brain conditions can be influenced by the quality of your microbiome, and nothing is impacting more the quality of your microbiome than your diet and what you eat. So tell us a little bit about what is microbiome. And I know you're passionate about it. I know for years you have been really on the frontier of the studies and scientific community, and you are driving this movement in the United States. So tell us about it.
Oh, it's amazing. I've been studying the microbiome for over 10 years. It was something that was not known. It was a blind spot in medicine. People didn't know about the microbiome. They knew some bacteria might be harmful, but they didn't know about the 14 trillion bacteria in your body, on your skin and inside your body. And the largest amount of those bacteria, they live in your intestinal tract. And what they do there is everything that you eat that is not digested by your intestine gets digested by this microbiome. And they make all these products we call postbiotics, which I'll talk about, but they circulate all over your body and they affect your health. So you as a person are more bacteria than you are human genetics. Your human genes is only 23,000 genes. The bacteria have 1 million genes. And really, they're a community. They're like Herbalife distributors. They share their nutrients. So they had an article in Science Magazine. They took a few types of bacteria and they starved them. They didn't give them any food. And the bacteria shared everything they needed, and their growth rate only went down 25%. So this is like a community of 1,000 species of bacteria. You can't affect it just with one bacteria. You have to live a healthy lifestyle, diet, and even exercise, and even your daily sleep rhythm. All of that affects your microbiome. And what happens to your microbiome affects your brain. There are as many nerves in the intestinal tract as in your spinal cord, and most of those nerves go from the gut to the brain. So you're influencing all the time your brain with what you eat. And,
You just said, this is very important, that one of the things that the scientists are saying now, we don't know if we are the bodies which are carrying bacteria or bacteria carry our bodies because they need us. So big is their influence and so huge is their
that is so true. This comes really, plants are the same way. Plants live in soil. Soil is full of bacteria, and the bacteria in the soil, the plant picks out the ones that are beneficial and repels the ones that are toxic. And our bodies, our intestine does the same thing. So what you see here is the number of bacteria. Your stomach has very few bacteria because we have an acid in the stomach that takes care of that as a protection against any bacteria you might eat. Then as you go down the intestine, you have more and more bacteria that help with digestion. But the biggest part is in the colon, where you ferment the foods that you've eaten. And that's where all of the postbiotics are actually produced. Next slide, yeah. So what we have, a little bit of language here. Prebiotic is something that you take in that affects the bacteria. It's like you think of a fertilizer in the garden. And then fermentation by the bacteria, that's bacteria are probiotics. And then what's called postbiotics is what the bacteria produce. And you can see here at the bottom of the slide, many of the things produced by the bacteria, these affect the health of the intestine and the health of your whole body. And they can also affect psychological processes as physiological processes. So prebiotics are things like fiber that affect your microbiome. So when you eat a low fiber diet, which a lot of people do, you don't have a healthy microbiome. So you need that 25 grams a day of fiber. And in the next slide, I'll show you the products we have that are amazing are oat apple fiber and also beta heart. Beta heart has in it something called beta glucan, which is something found in oatmeal. It definitely reduces the absorption of cholesterol, and it's also a fiber. You can put it right into your shake. The same thing with the oat apple fiber, you put it in your shake and helps you to get your goal of 25 grams. And then in addition to this, you eat 5 servings a day of fruits and vegetables and some whole grains if you're going to eat grains, and avoid sugars and refined carbohydrate.
And it's very important for our customers to understand that, and I learned this also from you, that what everybody knows about probiotics, and for a period of time, everybody was taking different type of probiotics. But when it's coming to prebiotics, nobody, so not many people know that actually the latest studies are showing that giving the right food to the bacteria in your body is a better way to grow the right bacteria than just putting new bacteria in your body. So, yeah.
And that's right. You can have you have to have the right bacteria, and this reflects the diet you're eating, your exercise, your sleep pattern, everything in your lifestyle. Even stress will affect how the intestines move, and that then affects the microbiome. So we're all connected in a two-way direction. Now, in terms of postbiotics, go ahead. You go ahead.
I think, I think this is very, very, very important thing. What is a postbiotic and how can we use, because this is purely using science in our kitchen in the easiest way. You just take the sachet, you tear it apart, put it in the water, drink, and you have a whole scientific lab going directly into your digestion. Explain us about the postbiotics.
Of course. So the postbiotics are things made by the bacteria. So one postbiotic, which has been studied for many years, is what's called Epicor. It's what's known as a fermentate. What a fermentate means is this is the product of fermentation from healthy bacteria called lactobacilli. And this has been shown to support the immune system together with vitamin C, selenium, and zinc. And this is a very popular product today with all of the threats of infection that we have. This is a great product to support your immune system.
And would you say that if you take some postbiotic, is also helping, even if maybe your microbiome is not working very good now, it's giving you the right substances, or this is not right to say?
No, it's okay. I mean, it is a supplement. And any time that you are having a challenge from diet, from lifestyle, or maybe you're resting in bed and you've had an infection or any kind of a common cold, this is a great product to help support your immune system and recovery.
And let's talk about probiotic.
Well, probiotics are the bacteria that are in your body, and there are a number of them that have been studied. The lactobacilli and bifidobacteria are two of the large groups that have had the most study on benefiting the body. So when you put these in, they come to your body and they grow inside of your intestine, and they can make your overall pattern of your microbiome healthier.
And we have a great news because a new product is coming to Romania soon, and I cannot give you the dates, but you will have to look for the announcement in the next couple of months. It's not going to happen in the next days or couple of weeks, but I wanted to use the fact that you are going to be with us and talk about Macrobiotic Max, and if you can tell us a couple of words about this product.
Oh, this is an amazing product. This is a coming attraction. As Rodica mentioned, it's not there now, but is a fantastic product which maximizes the health of your microbiome. It's delicious. It will come in sachets. You can mix it into liquids and drink it very easily. And it has many bacteria that are healthy from the two groups I mentioned, lactobacillus and bifidobacteria. But more than that, it's a strain of that bacteria, because the lactobacillus covers many types of bacteria, but the particular strain here has been studied extensively for its benefits on the microbiome, and this is going to be coming soon to Romania.
And I have the benefit of traveling in different countries, so I had the opportunity, to buy this product. And for me, the best, I call it the health brew. When I'm making a big glass of aloe with a little bit of with a portion of fiber, oat fiber, with beta heart, macrobiotic, I mix all of that, and I really am praising my microbiome and giving it as a gift to my health. And I think this is extremely important. I think we are just blessed to have all this combination of the products, because it's preserving our health for the long term, and it's making it easy through our food. It tastes great. It doesn't mean to be over a treatment. It's just meaning to prevent things. And I think that this is extremely, extremely important. So yes. This is our presentation is actually coming to an end. And I would just like to ask you one of the very, very important questions which we get. Usually we have a question and answer session, but we wanted to give enough time right now to use you to explain and to educate us about the products. A lot of our customers are sending us different type of health diagnosis and are asking us whether one or another product is going to be good for them to use. What can you tell us about using Herbalife products for health benefits? And in the meantime, I have to plug my computer in because I forgot to do it.
Okay, fine. Well, it's interesting. First of all, I want to make a couple of points about Herbalife Nutrition. Number one, we don't sell a single product. Most of the nutrition companies out there, they have one product and they try to say this one product will do everything for you. And we don't do that. As you can see, our program gives you a complete feeling. And what Rodica just mentioned, where she added different products together, you have to do it safely according to recommendations. But when you do that, you get something else, which is a satisfaction of good health. And we are promoting good health, and earlier the better, and really prevention of problems rather than after the fact when you just take medication. However, there are some diseases that occur that need medical attention, and we are not going to use our products as drugs. And it's very important to protect our company, because one of the things, if somebody you meet who has a disease, they are vulnerable. That is, you can easily convince them to take a product if you tell them this is going to cure their disease. And this is illegal. And it's also a problem that really can ruin the whole business. So we all have to protect our business, because our nutrition is more powerful than medicines in a sense, because when we use healthy nutrition, you can live a healthy lifestyle. It doesn't protect you from all the diseases in the world, but my research over the last 45 years has looked at all the common diseases, whether it's heart disease, diabetes, or cancer. And we see, and the National Institutes of Health in the United States actually endorses the fact that nutrition is behind these areas. We now have a new program called Nutrition for Precision Health. And there are 6 centers around the United States that are studying this. UCLA is one of the centers. And the idea is to look at your genetics, your microbiome, your physiology, your exercise, your psychology all together, and to see how we can optimize and personalize your health. And this research will improve personalization, which has always been part of our Herbalife philosophy. So we have great products. We really have great distributors around the world, and your job is to tell people how to use these products, how to be healthy, and at the same time, you benefit yourself because you're going to be getting the inside knowledge of everything that we're doing at the cutting edge of Herbalife every single day. So you can spread this message, you can help lots of people, and at the same time, you're going to improve yourself. And our founder, Mark Hughes, always said that I would be most proud of you for the person you become. So personal development is a big part of the Herbalife adventure. So I really wish you all well, and I've really enjoyed being with you this morning.
So what is very important for all us to realize is that our products are not intended to cure, to diagnose, or to treat any type of the diseases. And whatever medical condition everybody has, it needs to work with the physician, take all the recommended treatment and study more about nutrition, about its impact on the overall health. But we know that if you will start a day with a healthy breakfast, that if you will have the right amount of micro and macronutrients in your diet, if you will drink enough, sleep enough, work out daily, your health is going to be supported, get better. You will have more energy, more stamina. You will look better. You will control better your weight, and all of this is going to impact your health. So there is not enough words for me to thank you, Dr. Heber, for being so early in the morning, fully dressed with a tie and a suit to be with us today. And we prepared a short video, a surprise for you from our communities all over the country, and not all only, because we have communities in all over Europe, which are from our organizations. And they've prepared you a little bit of examples and some of them some greetings of what they do in their communities. So before closing and saying you goodbye, and I know that we will meet each other soon in Egypt and then in Los Angeles. I would like you to watch this short video, which is a dedication especially for you from the communities of Romanian distributors and customers.
Hello, Dr. David Heber. We are Global Lifestyle Academy, and we want to thank you for this amazing event. Let's go, team!
Hello from Târgu Mureș.
Salutare, dragii noștri, noi vă salutăm aici, gașca noastră de campioni.
Hello, we are saying hello, our team of champions from the Republic of Moldova. We would like to thank you from the bottom of our heart. Thank you, Rodica Macadrai and David B. Heber. This is a very, very special day for us, and we are eagerly waiting for you to welcome you in our homes. We would like to thank you in advance for the webinar that you've prepared so heartfully. Thank you for it. How do we say thank you? Thank you.
So as
Excellent.
I told you, all our coaches community is in the best shape. They had a really nice summer. We've prepared ourselves with knowledge, with training, even with a little bit of vacation. Dear customers, we're here for you. We are here for your results. We're here for your families. Just take the knowledge and take the support and take the education. One more time, thank you, Dr. Heber, for an incredible webinar and so much incredible information. Bye-bye and see you soon.
Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you.
Great.
We can cross any sea, climb any mountain to reach our dreams.